All right, for those of y'all joining in, we currently have two active tornado warnings, one for Mexico, Missouri, and another one for Benton, Missouri. Both of these are moving to the northeast currently. You can currently see the hook on both of these right now. Fortunately, we do have weather stations down right now. These are both, I believe, only radar indicated. They have not been confirmed on the ground yet. We will not be looking up any other places today just because we are about to have a lot of active tornado warnings probably, and we just won't have the time. I do apologize. I know y'all do want to know. I'm sure there's some people in the chat who may be able to help answer that, but the biggest thing is to cover the tornado warnings. Right now we got rotation on both of these. Again, if you're in either of these polygons, you need to be taking shelter right now. And just so everybody's aware, if you're joining in, there also is a PDS tornado watch down here. So if you live in this area, you need to be on your guard today. They very rarely issue those. Rotation's getting tight on this. Let's check reflectivity on this. Still got your hook right here. Hi everybody, welcome. And currently we're tracking 2 tornado warnings. I think that's all we have active right now. Yes. They both have a hook on them and they both are rotating. If I can switch to velocity real quick. That's your one rotation right here, and this is your other rotation over here. We won't be looking up or doing any forecasting. We are currently just dealing with what's on the screen live with the tornado warnings because it is going to pick up. I do apologize if that's why you came in here, but we have to focus on the threats that are present now. This one back here is starting to rotate too, so this is probably going to get tornado warned too. Most of these are probably going to go tornado warned. They're all discrete supercells. These are semi-discrete that are kind of getting sludged together, but so true. Everybody, please stay safe today. Again, if you are in either of these polygons, you need to be in your safe place right now. They are both still radar indicated, but that does not mean that there isn't a tornado on the ground. In St. Louis, currently, yes, but later today, no. Yes, if sirens are going off, you need to take shelter. Even if you're looking in the radar or something and you're like, oh, this isn't near me, blah, blah, blah. Things can shift. It's better off if you're in the polygon. Sometimes even if you're on the edge of the polygon, depending on the storms, it's better to just go ahead and take shelter. We won't be looking up anything unless it's in these polygons. Right now, this one over here, switch to velocity real quick. This is where our couplet is. And over here, you got the couplet over here. This one will probably be going tornado warned as well. These are all moving east northeast. Is Fenton, Missouri going to get hit with severe storms today? Okay. Yeah, probably, yes. Check the correlation coefficient on this. Not seeing a CC drop anywhere. I will be one in 2 weeks, actually. Final cloud over Princeton, Indiana. Where's I mean, that's parts, maybe. I was responding to is Missouri cooked? Nah. Y'all just need to be weather aware and just follow the warnings today. Rotation's broadened a little bit on these. You know, watch this one near Bunker Hill. Still got rotation right here. Scotts Hill. Where's Scotts Hill? Scottsdale, Tennessee. I'm assuming that's where it is. You are in the PDS tornado watch right now, so you need to be weather aware. Right now, I don't think anything is firing over here yet. Hold on. Yeah, right now, you're just daytime heating right now and becoming more unstable. Alright, I can only do so much at 1 second, y'all. Calm down. Spamming it's not gonna make it happen faster. Alright, Macomb, Illinois. You are outside of our tornado threat, I think. I think you're good. All this is moving and staying south of you right now. Lorain, Ohio. Let's check on these tornado warnings and then I'll check on Lorain, Ohio, okay? That is not the side I want to be on for that. Still got some rotation over here. This polygon right here is kind of useless. The storm's kind of already left it, so they're probably letting that expire. Lorain, Ohio is what I said I was going to do next. You're good in Lorain, Ohio. Nothing confirmed from what I know. It was just radar indicated. Kankakee. Y'all are good in Kankakee right now. Y'all's threat for severe weather. This is gonna be later, I'm pretty sure. Dunmore, Kentucky. I did not spell that right. Oh. Dunmore. Okay. You were also in the PDS watch. There is nothing over here that's fired yet, I don't think. Hold on. Yeah, still clear skies here. You just got to keep an eye on this. Once we get storms in this area, this is when it's going to become a big problem. Let's check on the tornado warning over here before I keep looking up other people's requests. Still got a culprit right here, area of rotation. Again, if you are in this warning polygon, you need to be in your safe place. This is moving northeast towards Curryville and Bowling Green right now. Bloomington, Illinois. Right now in Bloomington, you have storms that are starting to move up towards you, but right now you are good. North Chicago. You are good up there. Alton, Illinois. You are in the tornado watch. You need to keep an eye on. We're starting to get storms firing and stuff, and they are in a primed environment to have some strong tornadoes. Memphis, Tennessee, we already know is down here, is in a PDS watch. Nothing is fired yet down here, but once things do start to fire, that's when we really need to watch out there. Madison and Seymour, Indiana. Madison, for y'all, it's going to probably be more of a flash flood threat with hail and wind. Seymour, Indiana. Let me do that one real quick too. Did I spell that right? Seymour. I spelled it right. That don't come up though. Okay. St. Louis, Missouri. There are storms firing up towards the northwest of you. Right now, you're probably clear skies. I don't know if you are clear skies. I can figure that out in a minute, but right now it's probably daytime heating, just making the atmosphere more unstable. All right, we got another tornado warning down here. If you're in Tipton, California, Russell, Jefferson City, Holt Summit, Lake Mikey, or New Bloomfield, you need to be in your safe place. Also up here, this rotation is still together, so you need to be in your safe place if you're up here in Curryville or Bowling Green. Okay. Thank you, Jim. Again, if you are in Vandalia, Curryville, Bowling Green, you should be in your safe place. This is moving northeast. Looking ahead, Louisiana, Clarksville, Pleasant Hill, Atlas, Ashburn, Eldora, Martinsburg. Y'all need to be watching out for this. Which storm? They're all starting to look bad is the problem. They're all discrete right now, for the most part. Some are semi-discrete. These are semi-discrete. What do you mean? What are you trying to read? Are you talking about this, like the reflectivity? Are you talking about this image where it's just this? Okay, so the reds and the greens. The green is the wind that's going towards the radar. So the radar sight's over here. The red's the wind that's going away. And when you get a rotation like that, you'll get the reds trying to hook in like this and the greens hooking in on this side. And we use this is the velocities to identify areas of rotation, which tells us, okay, there's might be a tornado here. There was a PDS tornado watch, yes. I will show you that in just a second. Let me go down here. Again, if you're in either of these polygons, you need to be in your safe place right now. All right, and then the PDS tornado watch is down here. For some reason, Radar Omega does not have it different colors, but it's up here from Mount Vernon all the way down here to Poplar Bluff, down to Memphis, all the way back up. It's this area right here. St. Louis up here, y'all, the tornado watch y'all are under. What is... All they're calling for is they're just saying they've labeled it as intense tornadoes. Kansas City, Missouri is good today. I don't need to check that. They're good today. Well, I say that. Hold on. You should be good today. But I'm going to make sure. I'm pretty sure all this stays... Yeah, all this is going to stay to the east of you. If you are in a red polygon, you should be taking cover. Indiana, Washington. Or Washington, Indiana. You are you inside that or no? Okay, you are not in, you are just out the PDS tornado watch, but I would still keep a watch on this. Or I'd still be careful there. The big thing for you is flash flooding and straight line winds and hail, probably. But we will keep an eye on the tornado risk for you as well. Louisville, Kentucky. Just gonna type that in. Same thing. I just told them will work for you. Of course, I got you. Barberton. Well, let me do Sturgis first. Actually, we have an active we just got a new tornado warning. Hold on. Let's check this out. We're gonna have to once we start getting tornado warnings, we're gonna have to stop doing that. I'm just gonna keep it 100 with everybody. Got a rotation up here. I don't know if that's what it's warned for though. Hold on. What are they warning for up here? And is there a better radar site? There sure is. No, there isn't. That is not better. I think that might be the area of rotation that's warned. That's the only place I see. And then right here is still rotating. It's actually increasing in velocity right now too. Let's check the reflectivity on it. Yeah, it definitely is trying to form a hook right there. Alright, this one went toward tornado warn down here. I don't know if it's going to be that side or this side's going to give me a better view. We can try both. Definitely got rotation though. Again, if you're in any of these polygons, you should be taking shelter right now. All right, we got here. If You're in Clarksburg, Tipton, Centertown, St. Martin's, Russellville, Loma, Jefferson City, Whole Summit, Lake Mikey Town, New Bloomfield, Hartsburg, Ashland. You should all be in your safe places. Up here for this one. Yeah. Rotation is currently right over Curryville. Bird Green, you need to be in your safe place. Frankfurt. Valdalia, you're probably good to come out for right now. The rotation is past you. Then up here, I'm not really seeing any definite rotation up here that I would be concerned about. Then we still got the rotations over here. We just don't have a good view of it. None of those sites over here have a good view of it because fortunately the Columbia site is down right now. Again, Bowling Green, Curryville, you need to be in your safe places. Looking ahead, Louisiana, Pleasant Hill. I can zoom in a little bit more, see if I can get some more stuff to pop up. Terrence, Vera, St. Clement, Serene, Stark, Elmwood, Pike, Atlas. Y'all need to be watching out for this. Reading. Rotation is getting stronger on this too. Do a quick zoom out just to make sure I'm not missing anything. Let me check down here. Again, you got rotation over here. Again, still got the rotation over Curryville. Tennessee, no. Y'all, it depends on where you are in Tennessee. But right now, y'all are under a PDS tornado watch. And we can actually, I'm going to read this a little bit just so everybody understands the severity of this. Intense supercell development is expected to occur through late afternoon, with a multi-round of severe storms expected to occur across much of the region through this evening. As deep layer/low-level winds continue to strengthen, this includes the potential for tornadoes, such of which are likely to be strong/intense EF2+ or EF3+. Large hail and damaging winds are also expected. The tornado watch area is approximately along that's a typo, 80 statute, oh, never mind. Yeah, it is a typo. 80 statute miles east and west of a line from 45 miles northwest of Evansville, Indiana to 10 miles east of Memphis, Tennessee for a complete, yeah, I don't need to read that. But yeah, you get the point. And then the probabilities over here, 10 plus severe hail events, 70%, 10 plus severe wind events, 60%. Hail greater than 2 inches, 50%. Strong EF2 plus tornadoes is 80% chance. 2 plus tornadoes in this area is 80% chance. If that just tells you how prime the environment it is. Bowling Green, you need to be in... Oh, that's in Kentucky, my bad. And Bowling Green over here, you need to be in your safe place because we still have this area of rotation. We also, if you're in this polygon over here, Jefferson City, California, Russellville, New Bloomfield, Lake Mikey, Holtz, you need to be in your safe place. Isn't there another line later tonight, or am I bugging? This is the beginning of the next line, I think. Let me switch to models real quick. Actually, the 20 is done. So you'll have it looks like there's going to be some that come through right here in the next few hours, and then you have this back line that's going to come through. And then all eventually it all eventually congeals together. But that's me running through this should be able to help answer some of y'all's questions. So everybody, if you should know where you are on this map, hopefully. This is for 4 p.m. Central, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then 1 a.m. 2, 3, 4, 5. Alrighty, let's get back to our tornado warnings. Right now you got a rotation over here. If you're in this, you need to be in your safe place right now. Then we also have this one up here. Still have rotation over here near Bowling Green. If you're in Bowling Green, you should be in your safe place already. And up here, I'm not really seeing what rotation, if any, anymore. Mount Vermont, Illinois. Did I spell that right? Mount Vernon. My bad. Sometimes I just do a quick look. You are in the PDS tornado watch, so you really need to keep an eye on everything today. Let's see if there's anything active around you right now. Not yet. Northern Indiana. No, we're not. That's probably going to end up being more a flood threat because they're just going to. Well, that and straight line winds is also a possibility for y'all. Columbia, Missouri. That is where our downed radar site is, which is over here. You are also in the tornado watch right now. Currently, the storms are to the south of you. Again, we have 3 active tornado warnings right now. Itchfield. See, in Itchfield, Kentucky, and Itchfield, Illinois. Start with Itch. Wait. Y'all, sometimes I think I'm dyslexic. What did they say? Lich. Okay, it is this one. I'm just slow. Alrighty. You were also in a tornado watch as well. Did we get a new tornado watch? Or did this expand? They did extend this tornado warning over here near Bowling Green. It is still only radar indicated though. Oh. Anyways, if you live inside this area right here, especially right here, storms have not gotten to you yet, but you are under a tornado watch. And then over here, you are under a PDS tornado watch. Holt Summit. Where is Holt? Is that over here? This one, the problem is the radar site is awful for this one. this one's better. Or, no, it's not, because I'm still at the edge of the freaking circle. Right now, it's just radar confirmed, so the rotation doesn't look intense on it, if that's what you're wanting to know. It's enough for it to be tornado warned. But it's also like, I can't really tell because it's just so freaking far away from the radar site. All right, let's go up here and check on these tornado warnings real quick. All right, the rotation over here has really broadened out some. Hannibal. Right now for Hannibal, you're just dealing with rain, and probably eventually it's going to turn into a flood threat. Nothing right now is currently spinning. Hold on, guys, because I need to keep an eye on the tornado warnings, because if something gets observed or something, I gotta be able to do coverage on that. Plus, objectively, I'd want to be able to catch stuff as soon as it happens, if it does show up on radar, if we get a confirmation. Indianapolis, you are going to see some severe storms later tonight, but it's probably going to be a straight line wind and hail threat, and then also a flash flood issue, maybe. They have a lot of discussions out for flash floods. We're already seeing flash flood warnings up in some of these areas. You're in Louisiana and no sirens are going off? Did they go off initially, or did they just never go off? St. Charles. Is it Illinois or Missouri? Oh, you're in the same boat with St. Louis right now. The storms have not gotten to you yet, but you are in the risk for tornadoes, hail, and wind. You're in the risk for all threats. Possibly, you're also in, I think it's SIG 2, EF3 plus is possible. That is for tonight. These storms are going to take they will move toward you. It's going to take a little bit though. Of course. Alright, we went tornado warning down here, so I'm gonna switch this to velocity and check on all these again. Again, if you're in any of these polygons, you should be in your safe place. Rotation's picking back up a little bit right here. Missouri, like all of Missouri. Well, basically, okay. Here, this is like really your cutoff, and then you're gonna see most of your tornado activity is all gonna be here, and then it's really gonna be is where we're expecting our major tornadic activity down here, if that helps. Morris, Illinois. Give me 1 second. Probably going to be flash flood threat, straight line wind, and hail. You might see a quick spin up or two in this area up here, but I don't expect anything significant. We currently have 3 active tornado warnings. Let me switch to velocity and check on all of these. Still got rotation down here. Do they not have a better radar site? I just can't believe there's this many radar sites down on a day like this. All right, we got another tornado warning right here for this rotation. Again, if you live in any of these areas, Valdalia, Curryville, y'all are under a tornado warning again. Bowling Green, this is going to be heading up towards you as well. Crocker, Missouri. Yeah, I got you. Give me 1 second. Let me make sure none of this is, all of this is radar indicated. What is Crocker, Missouri? That's what I'm looking up. Okay, right now you got storms that are starting to head up towards you. You're in the tornado watch, so you need to be ready to get to your safe place if you do get a warning. I can't personally tell you how bad it's going to be for a specific area. I can just tell you in this general area, we're expecting possible strong tornadoes. We're expecting strong tornadoes all in this area as possible. Why is there a box around Springfield? You mean up here? Like this? Springfield here? Springfield, Missouri. Where is Springfield, Missouri? It's been a minute. Oh, down here. Right now, the storm down here in Springfield, Missouri, tennis ball hail, 60 mile per hour winds. Check the velocity. No obvious rotation standing out anywhere. I can't personally tell you if you're going to get hit. We can't tell you yes or no. We can tell you that there's a chance that you could get hit by something today. Of course, I gotcha. Let's go back up here and check on all of these. Alright, if you're in Pittsfield, Griggsville, y'all should be in your safe place. There's an area of rotation right here. I think that's either that or that might be contamination. Hold on. No, that's the rotation right there. Again, you also got rotation right here. How can you tell rotation on this? Okay, so you know you have rotation when you get your reds and your greens touching, and you'll get your reds. It depends on where it is in the map, but they kind of connect and they'll form like this couplet. So like, hold on. Yeah. So it's also, we're far away from it, so it's looking a little funky anyways. But which this is broadening out and turning into straight line winds. But this is kind of how you would find rotation, as those connect and they wrap around each other. It's like down here. This is rotation. See how they kind of connect right there? No, everything has just been radar indicated. Nothing has popped up for being confirmed. And also, green is coming towards the radar site, red is going away. Of course. Washington, Missouri, where are you? Probably within, let me put it on this. That's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. In the next hour, hour and a half, probably. What are these polygons? These might be quick spin ups is what's happening, I'm thinking. And you still got the rotation down here near Jefferson City and Holt Summit. So if you live in this area, if you live in this area, you need to be in your safe place. There's likely one in Jefferson City, Missouri. I mean, it's got rotation and it's tornado warned. It's possible. I mean, there's no CC drop. I mean, there's no way to confirm it. For me, at least. I mean, I can... Until I can confirm it on radar, there's no way for me to confirm it. But I can put on somebody in my ear so I can listen to someone who has actual access to people with videos. Or like video access that they can share on stream. Because then I can actually see if something has been picked up by somebody. Okay. Your dad lives in Kansas and Wintonsville. How is it there? I'm assuming Wentzville, Missouri. Right now there is nothing actively happening there yet, but there is going to be... It's going to be a rough day for that whole area, including St. Louis. It's going to be tornadoes, straight line, winds, hail. It's an all hazards day for them. Just making sure that all they still say radar indicated. I don't see any obvious rotation with this, but there's definitely some straight line winds coming in. So even if there is no tornado, there is some damaging winds coming through. All right, if you live in this polygon, you should be taking shelter now. New Bloomfield, Lake Mikey, Holtz, y'all should all be staying in your safe place. Jefferson City, this is lifting this way, so Jefferson City, you're probably going to be good for this one. But keep an eye out for the ones behind this. Where is max velocity? What do you mean? It's Quincy, Illinois. Is that over here? No. This is not Illinois, that's Missouri. Quincy. I'm just gonna Type it in. No. Not right now. Again, if you live in any of these polygons, you should be in your safe place right now. Carlton, Illinois. Alright guys, this is the red is just the color of the wind that's going away from the radar site. Just so you know, understand that. Right now in Carlton, you have some cells that are starting to pop up to the south of you, or so you need to watch the stuff that's from the south. But other than that, nothing's really gotten to you yet. Quincy up here. Where's the... Is there another radar site up here? No, there isn't. Check the velocities again on all these. Still got rotation here. Lynn, Missouri. Lynn, you're same boat as everybody else. You're just waiting for the storms to get to you. You're same fed as everybody that's up here. You might not be technically in the same risk level or percent, but everybody's in a risk right now of... Actually, I can tell you what the tornado watch is calling for right now. Okay, they don't list the wind speeds on that one. But you can expect weak tornadoes, strong tornadoes as you get closer to South St. Louis area. But you could see strong tornadoes anywhere in this entire area today. Rolla. Same boat for Rolla. Greenville. Same thing for Greenville. All y'all have time right now to just go about your normal days, and you just gotta have a way to receive your alerts and then have a plan to get somewhere. Because it's gonna be at least an hour for some of these places for this line to get to y'all. How high a chance? I think it's a 15% chance of seeing a tornado within a 25-mile radius of yourself, which is pretty high. That's a moderate risk. And then you also have a SIG 2, which means you could see EF3 or greater. Hirschler, Illinois. Hirschler, right now, you just have... It'll be probably more of a hail and wind threat, maybe a quick spin up or two. Cape Garage. We're waiting to see what the storms do and fire, but you're currently under the PDS tornado watch, which means you could see EF2 or EF3 greater tornadoes today. So you need to be weather aware, have a way to receive alerts. Greenville, Indiana. Same thing for you, just straight line wind, hail threat. Probably more of a flash flood threat for these areas up here. Springfield, Illinois. They haven't gotten to you yet, but you're in the same boat as everybody with this line of storms that it's going to move through. Straight line wind, hail threat, along with the tornado threat, because you are also under the tornado watch. Ashland, Missouri. Same thing for you in Ashland. Right now, you have the cells that are firing, but right now you're clear. St. Louis, we're just waiting for the storms to get to you right now. And just so y'all know, we'll know more as the event progresses on what we can expect further down the line. Hannibal, Missouri. You just need to keep an eye on this. You're right on the edge of the tornado watch too. It's probably, for y'all, it's probably you're good now. Let me check this just to make sure. There might be one cell that comes behind, but the main line has already like moved past you though, so you should be good. Owensville, Missouri. We're just waiting for the storm to get to you right now. So all hazards threat today for you as well. O'Fallon, Illinois. Same thing for you. We're just waiting for the storms to get to you. Republic, Missouri. Republic, it's probably just going to be hail, straight line winds. You are in the tornado watch, so just keep an eye on it as they do move through, but the lines kind of already south and east are going to be more south and east of you. You just got to watch the convection and see what happens. We got a new tornado warning up here. Moving up towards Jacksonville. Got your rotation right here. Everything is still radar indicated. Hey, is Kentucky under any sort of tornado watch at all for later? Yes. Kentucky is currently in the PDS tornado watch as well. Right here. Right now, we currently have 3 active tornado warnings and 16 active severe thunderstorm warnings. These are our tornado warnings. These are going to be more of your quick spin ups right now as they formed into this line. And then let's check the velocities on everything. Getting some rotation over here, moving towards Wardsville, Teos, and Lynn. I would keep an eye on this. Detroit, Michigan. You're good in Detroit, Michigan for severe weather. Thank you for the gifts, guys. Can you do Lawrence, Indiana? I'm expecting. Let's actually we can read this. Non-thunderstorm wind gusts of 30 to 45 mile per hour. Locally higher will be possible throughout the evening. Best chances for higher gusts will be across north central Indiana. Security. Well, I don't need to read that, but that should tell you what you need to know. What did make no sense when it came in? What do you mean? Going off for a few hours here. All 16th. There's a warning in Jacksonville. Can you check on that? Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna look at storm relative velocity. This is where the rotation is. Nothing is confirmed. Everything is radar indicated, just so everybody knows. Don't see a CC drop either. They set off storm sirens, I think more so because the roads have been flooding up here. Eldon, Missouri. Right now, do I have a radar site over here? I do. Right now, I don't see any convection actively heading towards you. So right now you're okay, but I would keep an eye on to make sure you don't have any convection heading towards you. There is a special weather statement though. Expires in 5 minutes. That's a gusty wind. Greenville, Illinois. We're just waiting for the storms to get to you. Right now, you're getting that daytime heating that's making things just more unstable, and it's kind of worse because we haven't seen anything fire yet. That things are just getting more and more unstable. Davenport, Iowa. You're good in Davenport. Jefferson, Missouri. Why is it not coming up? Did I spell it wrong? I did not spell it wrong. Pittsfield, Illinois. Currently, the rotation and everything is to the east of you. You should, Pittsville, you should be okay right now. It should just be wind and rain for the most part. And it'll probably turn into a flash flood threat for you as well. Right now with this line, it's really a quick spin up threat is what we're monitoring. Is there any tornadoes in New York, Illinois? Nothing comes up when I did type in that. Mooresville, Indiana. Just straight line wind threat probably and flooding threat. All right, I'm gonna do a quick overview of the tornado warnings and then I'm gonna go take a quick break and I will be back, okay? So right now we only have these 3 active tornado warnings. I'm gonna do storm relative velocity. You got a rotation right here, here. You got a rotation up here as well. If you live anywhere in these polygons, you need to be in your safe place. Did Missouri get hit with a tornado? Nothing has been confirmed that I know of. But I'm gonna go take a break. I will be back in like 10-ish minutes. But let me put a little overlay or something up just so people know I am on a break. Add text. BRB. All right, and I am gonna leave this so y'all can see everything. If something pops up, you know, it's tornado warned. Do y'all want it on reflectivity or do you want it on velocity? This is reflectivity, and then this is the velocity, so you can see if anything's actually spinning. It's up to y'all, but I am gonna go take a break. All right, I think it's a better idea if I just leave it on the velocity. Also, up here towards Jacksonville, y'all got rotation right here. You need to be in your safe place. Y'all's got rotation here. All right, I will be back, guys. Y'all stay safe. I hope nothing happens while I'm gone, but there's no guarantees. Ooh. Alrighty, I am back. Is St. Louis good? Currently, the storms have not gotten to y'all, and the storms have not fired yet for y'all. So right now, you're having the heating, the daytime heating that's just making the atmosphere more unstable, which is going to lead to more severe tornado issues if y'all do see them. Alright, let me get a little caught up. One tornado warning currently, and it's just this one over here at Jacksonville. Got a rotation still here near Jacksonville. Springfield, I'm assuming you're talking about Springfield down here. Currently, I'm pretty sure this line's going to be moving out to the east from y'all now, so I think y'all are going to be good soon. I'm going to check. Yeah, Springfield, you should be good as long as we don't see anything fire back farther west. Shreveport, Louisiana. I'll look at it just to see if there's anything going on right now. But I can't be going in depth right now. I really need to be spending some time on the tornado warnings. Shreveport. You're good for tornado risk today in Shreveport. Alright, they did extend this. There is definitely a hook happening right here. Let's see. Here's your rotation right here. Or I guess that's what they're considering, their rotation. Yeah, it came together for a second, and then that set up the warning, but it immediately broadened back out. Yeah, this is probably the QCLS threat that they were talking about. We also have rotation right here. If you live anywhere in these polygons, you need to be in your safe place. Alright, we got a tornado warning up here. If you live in Petersburg, Greenville, Middletown, New Holland, Broadwell, Elkhart, you need to be in your safe place. Down here, Pleasant Plains, Island Grove, New Berlin, you need to be in your safe places. Jacksonville, Woodson, Murrayville, Franklin, you need to be in your safe places. Alright, if you're in Springfield, you need to be watching out for this one. Huntsville, Alabama. Huntsville, you're good for today. The severe weather area was so wrong for today. Why do you say that? Alright. Springfield, you need to be watching out for this. When did this site come back up? Or I thought this radar station was down. It must have come back up now. Yeah, well, they haven't done that warning for y'all yet. Yep, I see it. This is the rotation. Sorry, I'm just trying to check on everything down the line. Alright, the rotation broadened out on both of those. All three of them actually just broadened out. Watch unlikely, okay. The tornado siren is close to where I live in Springfield. 2 times. It goes off, I'll let you know. Alright, they... Not really seeing any tight rotation, but we are getting some clearing right here, so it might try and rotate again. St. Louis, Missouri, please. The storms have not gotten to y'all yet. Right now, the atmosphere is just continuing to become more unstable from the heating. So you need to stay tuned. Of course. Okay, nice. Thank you for letting me know. Rotations, I'm trying to pick up again right here, moving into Springfield. Right now, Memphis, once we see storms, fire, it's very likely that we could see a significant tornado in your area. How is Decatur? I'm gonna assume you want Decatur, Illinois. Right now, you're just waiting for the storms to head up to you. You have a chance of seeing all hazards today, including a possible tornado. So just keep your eye out for any alerts. How is Nashville, Illinois? You're on the edge of the PDS tornado watch, but you're also in the same boat as everybody. We're just waiting for the convection to start firing. But once it does, it's likely we could see explosive tornadoes, or not explosive, explosive convection, and storms will blow up real fast and become severe really fast. North of Decatur. I was just in Decatur, right? Where was Decatur? Alright, Decatur's up here. Yes, north of Decatur, you should still be worried because you have these lines moving that are currently tornado warned. We're actually going to check on those right now. Got rotation right here that's tighten up a little bit more as it moves into Springfield. So Springfield, you need to keep an eye on this. New Lenox, Illinois. No. You should be fine in New Lenox, Illinois. Gas City, Indiana. Same thing for you. It's more of just straight line winds, maybe some hail, but flash flood threat for y'all too. Spring Hill, Tennessee. Let me check. I don't know why it. There it goes. I don't think anything's gonna be tornado issues for y'all. You might see some thunderstorms though. Of course, I got y'all. Haiti, Missouri. Yeah, we can. Let me check on our tornado warnings real quick, and then we can do that. Not really seeing much in the way of rotation that I would be concerned about. All right. We just got a mesoscale discussion that popped up. Hold on. What to expect? The threat for all severe. Oh, Lord. This is a mesoscale discussion for tornadoes for 140 to 170 miles per hour, wind 55 to 70 miles per hour, hail 1.5 inches to 2.5 inches. Oh, Lord. Recent trends in surface observations and radar data indicate the outflow boundary south of the St. Louis metropolitan area is stalling, with the western extent of that feature lifting north in the Columbia, Missouri vicinity. Warming and moistening of the north of the modifying boundaries, resulting in rapid air mass recovery within a kinetic environment featuring locally backed surface winds, with, as such, rapid air mass recovery is ongoing along to the north of the retreating outflow, which is coincident with a quarter of enhanced low-level shear with effective SRH of 200-300. The supercell ongoing in the immediate north of the St. Louis metro is within the eastern fringe of the stronger destabilization amidst the environment. As such, the potential for tornadoes will exist with that storm, at least in the near term. The longer-term tornado threat with that storm will be contingent on sufficient destabilization of the downstream air mass of the north of the pressure segment. And then just very large hail. Okay. Yeah. That'll give us a new we should be seeing a new tornado watch for this area. West Tennessee, well, you're under a PDS tornado watch, so we're looking at a pretty high ceiling for West Tennessee now. Mobley, Missouri, you are good. Shapron. You're good for right now and tonight. It's hot in Missouri where I'm at. What happened to Storm? It depends on where you're at. Right now, it's destabilizing right now. All of this you're just getting that daytime heating. Once we have stuff actually start to form, it's possible we could see some strong long track tornadoes. Only rotation that's really I see right now is maybe this right here moving towards Springfield, but other than that, we're good right now. That's some rotation right there, though. Is Chicago safe? Chicago as in, what's Chicago? Like Chicago, Chicago? Yes. North Vernon. North Vernon, you should be good. 1 second. Yeah, you're good. It's just right now, it's just a whole bunch of rain and stuff. I'd be worried about a flash flood threat. Currently got a tornado warning for Jerseyville moving northeast. Alright, there's definitely an area of rotation that's starting to develop on this. If you live in Jerseyville, Otterville, Fidelity, Medora, Shipman, Chesterfield, Gillespie, Carlinville, Standard City. If you're in any of these areas, you need to be in your safe place right now. Again, if you're in this area, the velocities are intensifying on this. It could drop a tornado, so you need to be in your safe place right now. Wentzville, Missouri. Right now, we're just waiting for the storms to get to you. We're still getting storms that are firing and moving off to the east. Alright guys, we're going to continue to focus on our tornado warnings now because it's going to continue to get more and more active and I can't be jumping around everywhere. There are people probably in chat who'd be more than happy to check on some of the places for y'all, but I do got to start focusing more on the warnings. Alright, if you live anywhere in this polygon, you need to be taking shelter. We still got our rotation here. Alright, I think the rotation broadened out. We'll see what the next scan says. Let's look at the activity. We need to watch this. This is might try and form a new hook. Yeah, guys, I don't mind doing it, but it gets very difficult because I feel like I need to be covering what's really like going on. Don't see really any rotation in this. In Jerseyville, Illinois. If you're in Jerseyville, you need to be in your safe place because let me switch to the actual proper radar site. But we still got rotation here. Ooh. Still got velocities pretty strong right here. I'm worried about this one right here. This might be trying to form a hook. You think it'll skip over South County, St. Louis, or what? Look, St. Louis, y'all. Right now, the threat that we've been talking about has not gotten to y'all yet today. It's probably within the next hour or so, though. That's when we need to really be getting worried there. You live in Jerseyville. Jerseyville needs to be in their safe place. And I'm worried about this one right here. I feel like this one is going to try and rotate and might try to produce a tornado. Let me go up here. We're trying to focus on the warnings right now, guys. Still got rotation here. This might get pulled into this line with it. Petersburg, Illinois. Oh, you're up here in this warning. Sorry. It's went away. I don't think there's any rotation still. Yeah, y'all are good in Petersburg right now. No, you're good. Still got rotation here. Still only radar indicated though. Just trying to form a hook right here as well. If you are anywhere in this polygon, you should be in your safe area right now. Just got real dark here in Springfield. Makes sense. There might be a rotation that's trying to form south of Springfield right now, guys. Oh, Fallon, you're good right now. You do have a storm moving towards you, though. Yeah. Yep, that's how it happens, y'all. Still got rotation right here, east of Jerseyville. If you're anywhere in these polygons, you need to This is still trying to hook right here. Don't see anything on CC. We are not checking on anywhere unless it is currently in a tornado warning or something. We're trying to give some coverage to the active warnings right now. Yeah, they just haven't gotten there yet. You need to be watching. Anybody in this warning needs to be in their safe area still. A lot of cities are picking up on this too. If you are in this polygon, you should be in your safe area. Still waiting for another update on the velocities. This is currently Fidelity, Baeza, Mile Station, Shipman, Medora, Plainview, Royal Lake, Centerville. Moving in this general direction right now. Okay. Like how bad is that? Hold on. Oh, I see it now. My bad. So you got Paeza, Shipman, Centerville, Royal Lake, Plainview, Medora, Kemper, Chalacombe. I'm not sure how to say that. This is Illinois. Gillespie, Collinville, Standard City. This is where the rotation is. This is the one that's east of Jersey, though. You got rotation here. If you're anywhere in this polygon, you need to be in your safe place. Mount Pulaski, Crestview Place, Bakersville, Chestnut, Kinney, Turnbridge, Hallsville, Jenkins, Rowell. This is rotating pretty good right now. Got a hook echo too on it. If you live anywhere in this warning, you need to be in your safe place. Mount Pulaski, Crestview Place, Chestnut, Bakersville, Jenkins, Hallsville, Turnbridge, Kinney, Rowell. Still got good rotation right here too. Got rotation here too if you live in Shipman. And let me get that off my screen and then I can talk a little bit. Shipman, Centerville, Royal Lake, Plainview, Macoupin, Chesterfield, Shalacombe, Kemper, Medora, Carlinville, Comer, Womack, East Gillespie, Balestown, Mount Clair, Hornsby. You all need to be in your safe place. Sirens going off in Springfield. Springfield, you're good. Straight line wins. Still got good rotation over here near Mount Pulaski. Moving towards Bakersfield, Chestnut, Kinney, Turnbridge, Hallsville, Jenkins, Rowell. Sirens west of Decatur. Yeah, that's for up here at this one. Springfield, Illinois. I don't know why y'all don't have any rotation. Oh, this is all straight line wins. A bad tournament, and trust me, you're probably gonna find out today. Right now we're Decatur. Yeah, I don't know why they'd be going off in Decatur. You might be hearing the warning is going off up here, because we do have a tornado warning and a rotation right here. We also still have a hook echo on it as well. You're okay indicator right now. Still got rotation here near Shipman. Moving up towards Gillespie. Well, right now, the rotation up here is Mount Pulaski's right here. Harrison Town's down here, so you're good. We have a line moving towards you, and you need to keep an eye on the line as it moves towards you. But right now, it's a straight line wind threat for the most part for you. Springfield, Missouri. Once this line moves through, you should be good for today. Alright, they put out another mesoscale discussion. It's for a severe thunderstorm watch. We got another mesoscale discussion down here for 140 to 170 mile per hour tornadoes. Alright, that's just them talking more about the environment and how the environment is increasingly getting more and more good for tornadoes, strong tornadoes specifically. Springfield, Missouri is good. Y'all are just experiencing the rain and the straight line winds. The line has passed you at this point. We still have a tornado warning up here that I want to check on. Still have an area of rotation right here by Chestnut and Bakersfield. It's moving east towards Raoul Kenny Turnbridge. All of y'all need to be watching out for this. Clinton. Oh. Right now you have this area of rotation. Clinton's right here. It's moving towards y'all in that general direction. I'd keep an eye on it as it approaches you. Right now is where you just need to be prepared and aware. And then once you actually receive a warning, because you're probably just hearing the sirens that are off to the west of you, I don't think Clinton sirens would be going off. They might be because it is almost into Clinton, so I'm not sure. I don't know how y'all siren system works there. Seems like they always go off if something is close enough. Yeah, probably. I don't know how... I don't know exactly how your emergency management does their stuff there either. Just got a warning put on that one. Still got rotation right here. What's this tornado warning? It's tagged tornado possible for ping pong ball sized hail and 60 mile per hour winds. Of course, I got you. Collinsville? Where is Collinsville? Yes, all of this is moving towards you. If you're in the St. Louis, if you are here and down, all we are waiting on is for storms to either one, get to you, and two, fire. And once they fire, they are going to build up fast, and they are going to be severe very quickly. Also, we got rotation down here starting to start near Sullivan, moving towards, let me put this in motion just so I can get the direction. Moving towards Monday, Huff, Miriam Park. It just started rotating really all of a sudden. This could be rapidly intensifying. If you live in these areas, I would go ahead and get to your safe place. You have hail. Definitely got an area rotation on this. Again, if you are in Sullivan, Caseyville, Husley, Pea Ridge, Northcutt, Monday, Huff, Hensley, Richwoods, Hurricane, Plum Ford, Twin Springs, you probably should start making your way to your safe place. This is actively rotating. It's probably going to get tornado warned. It's already got a hook. It's forming a hook on it right now. If you live in these areas, you need to get to your safe place. It is not warned yet, but it is going to be warned soon. It is developing a hook. It has an inflow and it has rotation. I'm going to check up here on this other one, and then we're going to pop back down to that. This seems like it's turned into a straight line wind threat. There's only 14 minutes left on that, and they'll probably let that expire. Let's go back down here. Still got rotation right here, I think. Yeah, need to keep an eye on this. Shipman, moving up Centerville, Royal Lake, Gillespie, East Gillespie. I'd say anyone back here, you're probably good in this tornado warning. All right, there goes the tornado warning on it, guys. Velocity signatures are really picking up on it. Radar indicated 2-inch size hail. Expires in 58 minutes. If you're anywhere in this polygon, you need to take shelter. Let me check correlation coefficient on this. Not seeing a CC drop yet. But this is actively has a hook on it right now. And it is rotating, and its rotation is increasing. If you live in any of these areas, you need to get to your safe place. If you're in Husley, Pea Ridge, this is about to hit you. You need to be in your safe place. Northcutt, Hurricane, Huff Hensley, Little Indian Creek Conservation Area, if anybody's out there. Monday, Caseyville, Richwoods, Hurricane, Hensley, Huff, Maupin, Lew, Bering, Qville, Hemker, Omerman, Morris Mill, Cottage Farms, Ware, Mount Freedom, Fletcher, Frument, Hillsborough, DeSoto, Victoria, Olympian Village, Bellows Creek, Morris Mill, Cedar Hills Lake, Dimter, Cedar Hill, Regina, Bells Creek, Goldman, Jarvis, Mapaville, Donald, Hematite, Victoria, Olympian Village, Platten, Festus, Crystal City, Peevely, Riverside, Bushburg. Anywhere in this warning, you need to make sure you're in your safe place. Velocities are still intensifying on it. We have a very evident hook on it. This is moving into a very favorable environment. It is semi-discreet right now. It is dealing with this storm off to the north of it. Still have a velocity couplet on this. Outside of Jersey, though. Also, if you live up in this warning, in Gillespie, Caldwell, Standard City, you need to be in your safe place. There's currently 10 minutes left on that warning. Still got a hook and an inflow on this, and rotation. It's moving in a very favorable environment as well. I'm gonna check down here on these storms real quick. Again, as these storms continue to move east, they're going to be moving into a much more favorable environment. Waterloo? Yeah, oh my goodness. Yeah, you need to keep an eye on this storm. Still got a good velocity signature on it. Y'all, I'm gonna have to get comfortable. My back is killing me. About to stack some pillows up, and I'm about to get comfortable. Alright, that's as good as we're gonna get it, I think. Still got a velocity signature on it. I do want to check CC on this as well. Still not seeing a CC drop on it yet. Still has a hook. Still got rotation down here. Rotation is weakening, but it might be trying to form a new hook. Also, I appreciate all the gifts, guys. It does help me do this coverage for y'all. I know. Let me switch to reflectivity. Yeah, right now, this one is falling apart, but it might be trying to recycle. Alright, we got this tornado warning up here. Just got extended. It must have spun back up again. Yeah, it's still got rotation right here. So if you were in Lane, Weldon, Deland, Combs, Lodge, Galesville, Harris, Mansfield, Centerville, Galesville, Whiteheath, Lodge, Monticello, Amenia, Cisco. Y'all need to be in your safe places. Heading right to me, Wally. Please don't rehug. Yeah. Right now we're just covering the tornado warnings. We currently got storms rotating. If you are asking for someone that is currently tornado warned, just put that in your message so I know. Thank you, Hunter, for the gifts. Because I don't always see all the cities. So if you ask me something and it's something that's in a tornado warning right now, it helps me because of course I want to check on it if it's in a tornado warning. This is where the rotation was. Let's go back up here. Still have this rotation right here. It's moving east. If you're anywhere in this polygon, you need to get to your safe place. I can read out some of the places. DeWitt, Weldon, DeLand, Harris, Combs, Lodge, Whiteheath, Monticello, Centerville. Got another tornado warning for the right north of St. Louis. It's our area of rotation. I'm going to slow this down a little bit. And note, this is a very contaminated signature just because we're so close to the site, plus we're near very populated areas and the buildings cause a lot of contamination. If you live anywhere in this polygon, you need to get to your safe place. St. Peter's, Newtown, St. Charles, Hazelwood, Florissant, Muskins Ferry, Portage Des, I don't know how to say that. Pelican Island Natural Area, Old Jamestown, Possum Hollow, Fort Bellefontaine, Blackjack, Florissant, Spanish Lake, Hartford, Roxana, South Roxana, Oldenburg, Lakeview, East Alton, Upper Alton, Allendale, Godfrey, Woods, Bethalto, Kendall Hill, South Roxana, Bluff Junction, Edwardsville, Guard, Meadowbrook, Morrow, Dorsey, Midway, Holiday Shores, Carpenter, Barrett. Just got another warning for St. Charles, yes. This is the hook right here, I believe. You do have a hug. Actually, hold on. That might just be because it's so close to the radar site. I have to wait and see. I do want to go back down here because this is trying. This might be trying to form a new hook right now. Fenton. I would be worried. This, especially this one's going to be a big hell producer right here. Yeah, I know, Jody. Why did all my alerts just do that? Alright, they put a tornado possible on this one. They put a tornado possible on everything. That's why all my alerts just went off, guys. They just put a tornado possible on every alert that you just saw blink. Every single alert that just blinked just went tornado possible, guys. Every single, we got a tornado warning over here, completely outside of the area. If you live in Lagrange, Smithfield, Eminence, Newcastle, Bethlehem, Cropper, Lockport, you need to get to your safe place right now. Alright, this one definitely got some serious straight line winds moving through this area right now. If you live in Fairdale, Ramsey, this is about to hit you. Alright, let's go to our active tornado warnings. Still got rotation down here, moving towards Hillsborough, near Huff. It's a pretty nice couplet on that again. Let's check and see if it's trying to hook again as well. Still got rotation right here. It's very contaminated though. You got a rotation right here, so if you live in Farmer City, you need to be in your safe place. Bellflower. Still got this rotation down here. I want to see, is there anything on the CC? Don't see anything on correlation coefficient. Still got a velocity couplet there. So it's rotating. Should Henderson, Kentucky be worried at all? Where is Henderson, Kentucky? Yes, you are in a PDS tornado or tornado watch. You need to be very weather aware today, and if you get a warning, you need to heed it. You could see EF2, EF3 plus, and it's an 80% chance if you get a tornado that is one of those. This might be Goshen, Kentucky. There's nothing going on in Kentucky yet. Unless up here. I don't see any area of strong rotation in this right now, guys. Some up to 90 miles per hour thunderstorms is what that discussion is for a watch. Currently have 5 active tornado warnings, I believe. Yep. This one is still rotating. Lombard. Where's Lombard at? You should be good on Lombard. Still rotating on this storm. I think right now it's either trying to split or it's dealing with getting sucked up into all this other convection. And that's the only reason it really hasn't gotten it together. Yeah, might as well, honestly. Because there's storms behind this too. Like, that's what I started to do. My back was killing me. I got up this morning and I was doing some weather coverage. I took a break today and then now I'm back doing it again. Is it gonna head to St. Clair? Where is St. Clair? St. Is it? St. Clair, you're good right now. I can't tell you exactly if it will hit fetus or not. I just know that you're in the warning and you need to be in your safe area. It's a possibility that it could hit you, but that's still only radar indicated. We have not had a confirmed tornado yet. Just checking to make sure everything's still radar indicated. Also checking the rotation on everything else to see what's what. So I have two rotating areas right here. And even if there's not a tornado threat with these, is a straight line wind threat with these. I mean, we're getting readings all the way almost over 90 mile per hour readings in some spots. 100 right there. Jesus. Makes sense though, because that is the bow. But even if these aren't producing tornadoes, they're producing significant straight line winds. St. Peter's? St. Peter's is good. The rotation that they were monitoring is out in front, right here. The storm down here is still rotating. I think the only problem is it's kind of fighting with this line of storms. That's why it hasn't really gotten organized. Still got rotation here in East Alton, Wood River, heading towards Bethalto, heading towards the St. Louis Regional Airport, Meadowbrook. My house anemometer has the wind at 68 miles per hour, wind gust approximately that was recorded at Bloomington. Wow. Looks like it might cross Belleville, Illinois. Is my judgment correct? Where is Belleville? Are you talking? Oh. It could, depending on where it tracks. So, I would assume if we did a polygon, it would like continue like this. So you'd be at the top of the polygon, depending on where this ends up tracking. If it ends up tracking more east, or if it goes northeast, or if it goes like this, we can check actively. It's moving this way. Alright, I want to check the velocities on everything and see what's going on. There's a lot of contamination. This is still obviously rotating though from the way it's hooking like that though. And you still got two rotating areas, one right here and one right here up here. Heading towards Mansfield, Mahomet, Seymour, Bonneville, White Heath. If you live in a mobile home and you're in the risk area today, you are in danger. You cannot survive a tornado like we're calling for in a lot of the areas today in a mobile home. Unless you got really, really, really lucky. Today is one of those days where if you don't have a safe place near you, you probably need to find a shelter to go hang out at. Or at least, unless you live near the shelter and you could drive there. In a reasonable amount of time, though. Yeah, I think this is fighting with this up here. That's why it's not really organizing. Yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do to stay safe, though. Like, where I live right now, I ain't got no underground place. I'd have to drive to a shelter. I'm gonna check the tornado warning over here. I forgot we have one over here. I'm not really seeing anything that I would warrant a tornado warning for. Yeah, I've gotten off a couple of times to take a break. I'm trying to stay on right now, but I'm low-key considering getting off and taking a break because I'm literally at this point like laying on my side because my back hurts from sitting. I mean, I guess I could stand up, but Fetus, Missouri. We're still monitoring this one down here. It is still off to the west of you. Of course, I got you. Yeah, I think this is getting sucked up into the line. But we're still monitoring it just in case. Alright. It was nice to see you. Thank you for dropping in. Where does it seem the worst around St. Louis, Missouri? Currently, the worst storm right now I would consider is this area right here. This one was very concerning, and it's still rotating, but I think it's going to get dragged up into this line. But it's still rotating, so I mean... Still have rotation up here. Mm-hmm. Wind is really picking up and can hear thunder. Okay. I think this is getting sucked up into the rest of the line, so that is a good thing. but also that means all that energy is transferring into that line. So this, even if you don't see a tornado threat from this in Waterloo, I'd still be concerned. Well, you still could see tornadoes in Waterloo, but I'd be concerned for a straight line wind threat from this line too as well, because that straight line winds can cause widespread damage. A tornado, a very significant tornado can as well, but wind is usually a big thing we gotta worry about. People don't think about it. Right now, I'm working on looking at all the tornado warnings, so I'm not looking at other places unless it's specifically somewhere in a tornado warning. And if that is the case, just say it, because I don't always see all the cities when I'm looking at stuff. Just one of south of St. Louis. Are you talking about this one right here? The one heading towards Hillsboro? Okay. Right now, it looks like it was rotating, and it's still rotating a little bit right there, but it's broadened out since it, from what it was. I think it's getting sucked up into the rest of this line right now, and once it does that, all that energy is going to get transferred into this line. Good luck, O'Fallon. But with this line, especially like up here, we've been seeing a lot of QCLS threats, which is just quick spin-ups. Poplar Bluff. We are currently waiting for storms to enter your area, but the longer it takes for storms to fire in these areas, the more intense. Okay, so basically, the longer the storms take to fire in these areas, the faster they're going to explode and become severe, and the more intense the tornadoes we could see from them. But right now, there is. Let me switch over to this right now. There's really nothing's really broken through yet. And that's a problem. Check on this one more time. Yeah, this is definitely getting pulled into the line, and it's going to join and with that straight line wind threat and QCLF's threat that we've been seeing with the line. I'm at the West County Mall in Missouri, sitting in the parking lot waiting it out, as you should. I don't know if sitting in the parking garage is a good idea, but to each their own. I mean, I guess, I don't know. It just depends. I just feel like they turn into big wind tunnels. I didn't mean to smack the crap out of my mic. I apologize to y'all's ears. Go back up here and check on these. Yeah, this is just QCLS's right here. What is this? I'm gonna look at this to make sure. This is the only place. There's a little rotation right here, but alright. What is this? Severe potential. What is the mesoscale for this? Okay. This is the discussion they have up right now for 100 to 125 peak intensity tornadoes. 80% chance of putting up a watch for this area. So there's probably going to be a tornado watch going up for this whole area, including in Indianapolis. Yeah, right now St. Louis is about to get some serious straight line winds. They also labeled this as tornado possible. I would just wait for this line to move past. The line's moving pretty quick. If you give it 30 minutes. It's just, it's not a good idea. Even if there's not a tornado threat, we're about to have some really strong winds move through the St. Louis area. Yeah, this is slowly starting to combine with the main line. Lexington, Kentucky tonight. Safe to sleep. Where is Lexington? I would keep an eye out. We still got storms moving your way. I know that they were calling for or they got a discussion out for a possible um, tornado watch for a peak intensity of 100 to 125 mile per hour tornadoes too. Freeport. You're good in Freeport. They got another potential. It's a 60% watch probability. Peak intensity tornadoes 100 to 125 mile per hour tornadoes. Wind 55 to 10 mile per hour. 2 to 3.5 inch hail. And this is for this area right here. This includes basically the northern part of all of Mississippi and part of Alabama on the western part. Got Fayette, Jasper, Hamilton, Russellville, Florence, and Tuscumbia. I don't know if I said that right or not. Garland, Texas. Just straight line winds and hail. Right now, the storm that's near you is. I don't see anything concerning with that one right now. Park Hills, Missouri. We're just waiting for the storm to get to you right now. You got to be on the lookout for all hazards, including a possible strong tornado still. North Chicago. You're good in North Chicago. Big straight line wind threat currently moving through St. Louis, y'all. Cedar Hill, Missouri. Am I crazy or did I type something in wrong? Cedar Hill, Missouri does not come up for anything. Perryville, Missouri. I keep on typing. We're just waiting. You're in the PDS tornado watch, I think. Yeah. We're just waiting on storm ignition right now. You need to be prepared for possible strong and intense tornadoes, along with hail and wind. Imperial, Missouri. Is it this? Right now it's just straight line winds there. Benton, Illinois. You're also in the PDS, so we're just waiting on storm ignition, and you're at risk for strong tornadoes and all hazards today. Just got a new tornado warning. Trying to see if I got a better radar side. I don't. Moving towards Ramsey, Herrick. Radar indicated ping pong ball size hail. West County, Missouri. What do you mean West County? Is that gonna come up if I type that in? I wonder. West County. Yeah, I don't. I mean, I have West County Street. I don't know if this is where you're at. If that's where you're at, you're good. It's Des Pierres. You're good for right now. That's some rotation trying to come together right there. I put a tornado possible in the next severe thunderstorm with that as well. Arnold, Missouri. I would say yes. The rotation is down here to the south and it's moving east. Edwardsville, Illinois. Alright, I'm gonna look up 2 more places and then I'm gonna get off and take a break. I'll get on if it gets a little crazy out there. Otherwise, I need to take a break for a little bit. Straight line wind threat right now. There's a lot of straight line winds moving through this area right now. Very strong straight line winds. And we'll do Bardstown, Kentucky, if I can speak. That'll be the last one. and then I'll do a quick overview of everything that's going on right now. You were in the discussion right now, the 80% likelihood that they're going to put in place for a tornado watch for peak intensity tornadoes, 100 to 125 mile per hour, plus 55 to 70 mile per hour winds, and 1 to 1.75 inches of hail. They haven't put that watch up yet, but that's what you can expect in your area. Alright, I'm gonna check all these real quick. Still got rotation down here, moving towards Peevely, so you need to keep an eye on that. Other than that, I think it's just those two tornado warnings, and that's it. If you have a tornado, it's probably somewhere in here. Alright guys, that was the last places I was going to look up. Alright, I'm going to take a break for a little bit. And if things stop popping off, I will get back on. But I need to chill out. O'Fallon, Missouri. Yeah, I'll check O'Fallon, Missouri, because I've seen that being asked about a lot. This is O'Fallon. There it is. I'm just blind. O'Fallon. Let me check future radar for you. I just don't want to give you any incorrect information. We're not expecting anything. I think you're good in O'Fallon for tonight. Alright guys, I'm going to get off for a little bit. I appreciate everybody stopping by. You can drop a like and a follow. If it does start getting crazy later, I will get on. I expect it to get crazy later, so I do expect to be on later. My back's killing me. I was the only person who was up this morning covering the tornado warnings this morning, so I got to take a little break. I had to pace myself today. But y'all stay safe. Go check out somebody else's stream. There's plenty of people on here, plenty of people over on YouTube too. I think all of these went tornado possible or something. Oh, we got a destructive. Give me 1 second and I'll go over a couple of these things real quick before I do get off. I did not see that. You got a destructive 3-inch hail thunderstorm down here. I don't know why I can't speak English right now. Also got a 2-inch hail. Major hail producers down there. This is still radar indicated. Alright. Y'all have a good one. I will see y'all later. Oh my fucking back.